Let me share something that took me years to fully understand. Who you know will always be greater than what you know, always. And I know that feels uncomfortable for some people to hear because we were raised to believe in meritocracy. Work hard enough, study long enough, know enough, and the doors will open, and knowledge matters, skills matter, excellence matters. But here is what nobody tells you in the classroom: excellence without access goes nowhere. Talent without a network stays hidden. The best idea in the world, sitting in the mind of someone with no one to call, is just a thought. But that same idea in the hands of someone who knows the right people changes everything. I have lost count of how many times my connections have changed the course of my life. The phone call that came from someone I met briefly years before that opened a door I could not have opened alone. The introduction that happened because I stayed in touch with someone most people would have forgotten. The opportunity that arrived not through a job board, not through a cold application, but through a relationship that I invested in long before I needed anything from it. That is how the real world works. Opportunities do not go to the most qualified, they go to the most connected, to the person who someone thought of when something opened up, to the person whose name came up in a room they were not even in, to the person who built genuine relationships before they ever needed them. A great network beats money in the bank every single time because money runs out, but a strong network is a renewable resource. It compounds over time, it grows with investment, it multiplies the more you pour into it. And unlike money, no one can take it from you. Your network is yours, your reputation within it, the trust you have built, the value you have given, the relationships you have nurtured, all of it travels with you through every chapter of your life, through job losses, through business failures, through fresh starts and new directions, and moments when you have to rebuild from zero. Your network is always there. But here is where most people get it wrong. They think networking is transactional. They think it means collecting business cards, attending events, connecting on LinkedIn, and then reaching out only when they need something. That is not networking. That is using people, and people can feel it. Real networking is relationship building. It is showing genuine interest in what someone else is doing. It is showing up for people before you need them to show up for you. It is adding value consistently without keeping score. It is remembering that every person you meet has a story, a struggle, a dream, and a network of their own that is one genuine connection away from intersecting with yours. So treat people, not like stepping stones, not like resources, not like names in a database, like human beings whose lives matter and whose relationships are worth investing in for their own sake. Because the strongest networks are not built on transactions, they are built on trust, and trust is built slowly through consistent, genuine, generous investment in other people. So here is a challenge that can change your life if you actually do it. This week, add one new connection to your network, not randomly, intentionally. Someone who is doing something you admire, someone who is where you are trying to go, someone whose path intersects with yours in a way that could be mutually meaningful. Reach out, not with an ask, with genuine interest. Tell them something you admire about what they are building. Ask a thoughtful question. Start a real conversation. And then Strengthen the relationships you already have, the people already in your network who you have not spoken to in months. Check in on them, not because you need something, because you care, because the person who shows up before they need anything is the person who gets remembered when everything opens up. Your network is one of the most powerful assets you will ever build. More powerful than your savings, more powerful than your resume, more powerful than any skill you could learn alone. Because at the end of the day, life is about people. Everything meaningful that has ever been built was built with people, through people, because of people. So invest in them generously, consistently, without agenda, and watch how the world opens up for the person who made others feel genuinely valued. Who you know will always be greater than what you know. So go and add one more person to the list of people who know you. Start today.